G'day guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, and in today's video we're ranking AFL players. I'm uploading too much, but I do not really care at this point. Still, remember to view. I need views, subscribers, and that will help me a lot. So make sure you find my video, search up King Bob AFL and try and find my channel. Anyone that watches, make sure you watch all my videos and get me to a bunch of subscribers. But today, I mean, that's only if you want to, but today we are ranking AFL players. So let's get started. He's an okay player. I'll put him in B. He's a good player for GWS, but he's not the best. He's alright player. Jack Zeeble, one of the GOATs ever. He's an A. He plays a really good brand of footy, great techniques, kicked a bunch of goals, a great North Melbourne player. He's played a lot of games. He's retired in 2023, around 2023, that's when he retired. So, yeah, we'll always remember him as the GOAT. Moving on to Stephen Cornelia. Same thing. A really good player. Because he's plays like really good brand of footy, great midfielder, excellent player for the Giants, and will be for another 5 or 6 years for him at the GWS. And he's a very good midfielder, averaging about 25 disposals a game. He's a really good player for GWS. So moving on to Zach Merritt. And another A. He's better than... Nah. But he's good. He's a really good player. Great midfielder. Great captain too. For Essendon. Averages also about 25 disposals a game. Great kick to players inside 50 to mark it and kick goals. And he's like a really good midfielder and we'll remember forever. He's played a bunch of games, great goals, and he's great young. I mean, not that young. No, he's not young. He's a great, small player. Eddie Betts, he's the GOAT. He is always going to be the GOAT. Every time. He's a great GOAT. The GOAT of the AFL. He's played for Carlton and Adelaide. A great player, kicks a bunch of boundary line goals. Great small forward. Every time he gets a ball inside 50, he just kicks it. Great goal. He's won goal here plenty of times. He's a great forward. He's a GOAT. And the GOAT of AFL. Moving on to Cripps. He is also above. I'll put Jack Zeeble up in here too, and I'll put Cripps better than all of them. I'll put Cripps in A. He's a great player, great midfielder for Carlton. He'll kick a bunch of good goals. A tall midfielder, very tall midfielder for the Blues. Plays for a pretty good club. Gets a bunch of disposals a game. Won the Brownlow in 2022. That's how good he is. He's a great middle-aged player, and he'll be for another 7 or so years at Carlton. Great player. He's Cripps. Dylan Shield, I think. No, he's not the best. Let's see. I don't mind him. He plays pretty good footy for the Bombers, but I think he might be delisted. But he doesn't play the best footy of his career anymore. He played at 2 clubs, Giants and Essendon, as we can see there. He averages about 13 disposals a game. Really good, but not bad too. So that's why I put him in C. Looking here. He got 2 Brownlows, so to put him up in S, because he's a very good player for Brisbane Lions, averages 30 disposals a game on the Brownlow in 2020 and 2023. Shouldn't have deserved it in 2023, but it doesn't matter. He's a great player for Brisbane. He's also kind of GOAT of AFL, and he averages a lot of disposals a game. Kicks it inside 50 to forwards to kick a bunch of goals all the time. That's why I put him in S. I put him in B. He's a great Richmond player. He's not the best, but not the worst. Pretty good player for Richmond. Moving on. Gone. Great captain. Excellent captain. He's an excellent captain for the Mountain Dews. He's probably like the best ruck in the game. Deserves all Australian. He actually averages a lot of disposals for a ruck. Averages about 15 a game, which is good for a ruck. Always kicks a bunch of great goals. He's a very big kick. Grundy. This is old because he plays for Sydney now. But in B. He's a great player, Brody Grundy. Very good ruck too. Kicks some goals. Averages about 10 disposals a game. Pretty good player, not the best though, but he's okay. He's an okay player for Collingwood. And yeah. I think this might be Tim Kelly, I do not know. He's better than them too. He's okay player, Tim Kelly. Averages a lot of disposals for West Coast now. He averages about 23, I think, a game for West Coast, but West Coast isn't a good team. But Tim Kelly's a pretty good player, deserves to be in B. And we'll always remember Tim Kelly as a good West Coast and Geelong player. Moving on now. I think this might be Joe Clyde, I don't know. Moving him down to C. He's not the best of players. Gets a lot of disposals and possessions and clearances a game. Pretty good player, but not the best of players. Jack Gunston. Jack Gunston is always going to be remembered as a great Hawthorn player. Kicked a bunch of goals, a great player. He's played 3 premierships, kicks a bunch of goals, and he'll always be a very good player for Hawthorn in the AFL, in that 5. He's a great player. Better than now. Better than... Nah. Okay, yeah, sure. He's a pretty good player in that 5 for Fremantle. Played a lot of games. Great player, great midfielder. Kicks some goals. He's more of a midfielder forward since he kicks a bunch of goals. Deserves to be an S. He's a really good player in the AFL and always will be. Gary Ablett, you are more of a guy than Eddie Betts. He's a great player, Gary Ablett. He's always going to be a great Geelong player. Kicks a bunch of goals, averages a lot of disposals. Retired in 2020, I think. He'll always be a very good player in the AFL. No one will forget him. I don't know who this is. I'm putting him in D. I don't even know who that is, probably. Okay player I'd say, but I don't know. Nick Nat is one of the best ever. He's a great player for West Coast, probably like the best player for West Coast ever nearly. Always a great ruckman, kicks a bunch of goals, averages 15 disposals a game as a ruck. He's always a great player. Can't say who this is, but I'm going to put him in person and see. He might be a good player, I don't know. Bontempelli, Marcus Bontempelli is probably, I wouldn't put him in S, I reckon A, though he's a great player. Averages about 33 disposals a game, kicks it always inside 50 to forwards, he kicks some goals on his own, he's an excellent Bulldogs player and always will be. Ollie Wines. I don't mind him. He's a pretty good player. Ollie Wines kicks a bunch of great goals. Great Port Adelaide player, won the Brownlow in 2021. That's how good he is, and he's a very good player for Port and always will be. Great midfielder, always kicks it inside 50 to players. The goalie. Not as good as Cripps, but nearly. The great Collingwood player, he averages 25 disposals a game or 28. Kicks a bunch of goals. It's like a midfielder forward too. Kicks it always inside 50 to great players. And he kicks a bunch of goals as a midfielder. Franklin is like a really good player. Extremely good player. He's like the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of AFL. He's kicked a bunch of goals for Sydney and Hawthorn. Played a lot of games, a lot of grand finals. Deserves to be the best in the business, and he's always going to be a good player. He kicks a bunch of goals. He's kicked like 100 goals a season once. Averages about 10 disposals a game, and he's a great Sydney and Hawthorn player, and always will be remembered in AFL. Taylor Adams. He's better than Alex Rance, I'd say. Taylor Adams is a very good player, very good Collingwood player, but I think he might be delisted. No, not delisted. That doesn't got a game in the side yet, which isn't very good for them. And that's not good for Taylor Adams. He's okay player. Averages about 15 disposals a game. Always a good player. Kicks a bunch. Pretty good goals, and yeah. Last but not least, Robbie Gray. Robbie Gray is like a really good Port Adelaide player, a great player for them. And he kicks a bunch of goals. He's like played a lot of games, retired in 2022. An excellent Port Adelaide player for them. A really good player. Deserves to be in the top, and he's also a GOAT. AFL kicks it inside 50 to forwards, who always marks it and kicks goals. He kicks goals himself, and he's a great player. So, yeah, I'll put him in S. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, review, comment. I'm uploading too much, but don't care. A bunch of people upload a lot, but it doesn't matter. So remember to subscribe, all of those stuff. I upload AFL content a bit more now than gaming, but remember to do all that stuff. Enjoy your day.